Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. Jupiter will go retrograde on 20th of June. It rules our social expansion, and retrograde periods, which happen every 13 months for 4 months, are the times when our collective growth seems to slow down, as we have to process where we are going. This is a natural cycle. Jupiter visits a part of our chart every approximately 12 years. So during the course of next 4 months, it would rework the opportunities in a specific area of our life, detoxing it of social influences and excesses to make sure that's the direction we want to go in. If we have hit a wall, not able to make a progress any further during the retrograde period, we would, by our own efforts, find alternative ways to move forward. The excesses are pared back, intentions are cleared, so we are sure of the direction we are taking based on our happiness and sense of fulfillment versus social pressures. Because the transit is spread across 2 zodiac signs this year, we would review 2 areas of your life where we would revisit the topic of growth. One is meant to help you in 2021 and the other is a topic of growth in 2022 for you. They together define your growth patterns of 2021 and 2022. Leo, Jupiter would be going back over the subject of growth and fulfillment from returns of partnerships, joint finances, resources earned from others, financial sponsorship, loans, support from others, healing, power dynamics of give and take in partnerships till 28th of July. That is the topic of growth for 2022. But after 28th of July till 18th of October, we would see a review of issue of growth and fulfillment from the actual contracts and commitments you have right now. We will go deeper into both of these topics today. This is part 2 of the video, which is sign specific. I have covered the collective impact in part 1 of the video. Please do review the collective impact as well, because this is a social planet, so the collective impact also affects all the zodiac signs. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. So let's dig in. Leo, Jupiter would be going back over the subject of growth and fulfillment from returns of partnerships, joint finances, resources earned from others, financial sponsorship, loans, support from others, healing, power dynamics of give and take in relationships. These are the topics which will be under the review of growth and fulfillment till 28th of July. After 28th of July till 18th of October, we would see a review of issue of growth and fulfillment from partnerships, from the actual contracts, from clients, from business and personal relationships, our commitments. In 2021, the growth for you is focused from other people. The growth is through others. And this would continue to be the case in 2022, when even your financial growth will become dependent on others in some ways. Our relationships, though, when this transit happens, can feel very overwhelming. There might be boundaries which have been encroached upon, and some of our blind spots which could have come up, due to which over these next 4 months, Jupiter will ask us to review our approach to partnerships and contracts. So instead of being overwhelmed and drained by them, we are uplifted by them. We will be looking at a shift in the way we handle other people. The very nature of our contracts could change. The terms of both the professional and the personal contract could change. These are the commitments which may not be fulfilling you, or we have outgrown them, or they were made under the pressure of a family structure or a society structure, or they are from our own old expectations from ourselves. If we have opened too many avenues of partnerships, too many commitments which are overwhelming us, we would go back to focus on the commitments that actually grow us. The relationship, the people, the contacts, connecting with them gives us purpose. Those are the people, those contracts that you would want to keep, and you'll be releasing some of the contracts, commitments, and relationships that you have outgrown. If you have gone overboard in doing things for others, which is normally the case intrinsically for you, but especially now because you have had a few blind spots in your partnership house, you might see that imbalance of give and take in partnerships very clearly, and you would work and strive to set that right over the course of next 4 months. This is where we start in June. The beginning of the transit on 20th of June itself comes with certain realizations that there is an imbalance. It also comes with realization of certain endings and release that we need to do with a beautiful grand water trine in your house of endings, which is happening between 20th to 23rd of June, an ending that feels like a blessing, which helps us emotionally and personally. This has not come easy, as some sort of dependency might be released here, or a balance seems to have been attained in a partnership of give and take by releasing this dysfunction. This is just a preview, just a powerful glimpse of what could be. If we strike a balance in our relationship, if we stood up for ourselves a bit more, if we balance the give and take in both our professional and personal contracts, how better life could be. And some support could come in matters related to others in our life with whom we have karma. Somebody might come and help you with your burdens, who can help you with your financial burdens, or somebody can help you in your relationship burdens. But there is a lot of work still needs to be given. An ideal is shown, and from that, you know something has got to change in my life. Because you have a lot of blind spots when it comes to merging with others. Relationships, both personal and professional, tend to get very lopsided with you or unfair in some ways. When that happens with you, that's when we are being very permissive in our joint partnerships and not giving enough value to ourselves. People you think you have deep connection or karma with, you have no barriers with them, and they end up sometimes encroaching upon your boundaries. This ending or the benefit in partnership or this benefit in finances will show you that there is an alternative world which is possible where this does not need to happen. You don't have to do everything, you don't have to be everything, and you don't have to be the one being encroached upon all the time. And this gives you a power to change the dynamic. This will be very, very strongly felt through a physical event if you are an early degree Leo. All of you will feel it psychologically, but a physical manifestation would be very evidently felt if you have planets around 2 degree of Leo, Leo rising, sun or moon, or if you're a July born Leo, where some benefit through crisis could come through, or a joint situation comes through in a positive situation. You get some support, and psychologically you'll feel, oh, this is possible. This is how I could stand up for myself and get my space, get my right share, get my right space in some ways. And that starts a process where an alternative way of handling joint relationships and partnerships is born. Jupiter in 2022 would broaden the avenue of gains and benefits you get from others. You would grow in 2022 through others. The growth will come through others in your life. Growth would be also in merging with others, and it will not be in going solo. So you'll have to gain by merging your talents and resources with others. Jupiter will take you on a sweet ride of powerful transformation, a death and rebirth of self, where we willingly plunge into cause we want to be reborn. That is 2022 for you. Growth will come through dramatic life changes in 2022. We are regenerated. Growth comes through crisis, through a process of death and enthusiastic regeneration, which happens because an old identity has died off. We grow through learning how to balance relationships. Balancing relationships will be a critical part of your growth in 2022. Growth also comes through weeding out excesses of imbalances in both our partnerships but also in our finances It is possible that financially you don't have good boundaries when it comes to others. The excesses in health habits would also be something that we'll have to weed out, and you would look at those in July as well. Through combining forces with others in your talents and resources, by learning the art of merging with others, you can be much more than what you are right now. Through healing professions, through financial investments, money comes from others and from unique avenues in 2022 when Jupiter moves there. We become much more interested in knowing life and its death, get spiritual guidance and transformation or crisis and healing in a very deep fashion through this process. This all requires a healthy dose of balance when it comes to our partnerships. It requires us to feel also very powerful within ourselves, which comes from healing, which comes from standing up for oneself, which requires us to do detox. And that is the process which you will lay down the groundwork of in July before you reach the positive stage in 2022 of being able to take advantage of all of this. You are seeing a preview of what's possible for you if you did attain a healthy balance in your partnership at the onset of this transit in June, around 20th to 23rd of June, and then more information, more positive information on that could come around 12th of July. But you would also know that you have a lot of blind spots in joint assets, in relationships, and there's much more that needs to be done, and it has to be done by yourself, not by somebody else. Somebody else is not going to help you resolve these issues or boundaries in joint relationships and your partnerships and in your financial matters with others. You'll have to do it yourself, and that will be your source of growth in 2022. You also would focus on matters linked to joint finances, investment, insurance, will, inheritance, money matters where money comes from others and not from income, because we are like getting ready to grow in alternative dimension altogether, and we are recognizing these are the things we have not taken care of before, which need to be taken care of, and we start fixing them. These are the weeds which were growing when we were trying to take care of others. Health is another one. Health would be a key topic. So you sort of like closing a chapter of your life where the closet is being totally cleaned. You're like having a detox in July essentially. And that is just the setting the ground for something more healthy to grow in 2022. Health would be a key topic. Healing would be a key topic. There could even be some physical ailment which requires us to leave a food thing. It could be an allergy or an emotional issue of encroachment, which we recognize that this was the reason why that health issue was happening. Instead of expecting a medicine or somebody external to help us in that health issue, because it's linked to normally emotional encroachment, and it could be linked with excesses. Excesses of all kind are going to be reined in. Emotional spending, emotional eating, emotions wasted on others, they would all have to be reined in. We pray, we heal, we isolate a bit as we try to learn a different tact and the art of merging without losing ourselves. We change our approach to finances, to intimacy, to spending, and these new patterns will emerge in a very powerful form in 2022. In January 2022, we would have patterns which are similar to January of 2010. You could look at the themes of January of 2010. What kind of transformation you went through, what kind of changes you went through in 2010. You would look back to that and find some parallels with the kind of change, the kind of shift you're looking for right now. Before we get to the patterns of 2010, there is patterns of 2009 which we need to get through. There's something else. There are two parts of your chart which Jupiter is reviewing. The first topic which I just discussed with the joint partnership and relationship is for the growth of 2022. But there is something concrete to be had in 2021 itself, which is the actual commitments and the contracts you are in right now. The returns will come later, but the actual patterns of merging, they would be a topic of review after 28th of July, and they are your source of growth this year itself. If things have not been growing or moving forward and making progress in partnerships, personal or professional, or clients that is not growing, or the contract you are in is not fulfilling, the period after 28th July would be the time when we start thinking of an alternative way, an alternative commitment, an alternative contract which we need to go for. If we have had too many commitments and it doesn't really let us focus on what fulfill us, you would need to detox your contracts or your responsibilities to others, as the very nature of how you relate to others, what kind of commitment, what kind of obligation you have to other is being changed. You have changed over the course of past 12 years, and Jupiter was last in your house of contracts in 2009. So we would have to look back to see how you have outgrown some of the contracts or the partnerships you are in right now, which were possibly originated at that time or are a result of the patterns which are decade old. Now we are starting a new chapter. And in that new chapter, some of the old commitments, some of the old patterns of relating, and some of the old relationship and contracts would need to be changed or left behind. Jupiter in 2021 wants you to broaden your view in what's possible for you in relationship. It wants you to explore the joy and the growth in sharing. It wants you to create enthusiasm in relating to others and waking up back to that kind of enthusiasm. But it's possible that the growth of the kind you envisaged or hoped did not come. Relationships, instead of building you up, have overwhelmed you. Clients, instead of being interesting, are just draining. And the responsibilities have just grown without leaving any time for you. Relationship or commitments overwhelm you so much sometimes when Jupiter is here that we lose the perspective of anything else in our life. And that's when a need for balancing out obligations is brought to our focus. And that is the key theme of this inward journey of Jupiter over the course of next 4 months. The other motive is to review why something is not working in our personal or professional relationship. Why is it not fulfilling? Why is it overwhelming? Normally, it's due to the imbalance of too much of others versus no focus on ourselves. There's a clear imbalance that your will and your choices and your interests are not being taken into account. It's very lopsided. But sometimes we are in the wrong partnership, wrong contract altogether. Our affiliations, our interest, our growth has shifted, but we are still in the same partnerships, or the partnerships have not evolved, or the contracts have not evolved. But because of social pressures or obligations, we are still following the same decade-old patterns of growth instead of evolving our patterns of relating forward. The clients need to change. The contracts need to change. The partnership need to change. They cannot be originated from the mindset that you had a decade long back. If we cannot change anyone, if the thing is that you have to recognize here, you will not be able to change the people in your life. The people are not going to change. We would have to change our patterns, our tag to partnership, becoming too permissive or going to the other spectrum or becoming too aloof because the partnerships are not fulfilling will not be your path to growth. You will have to find a middle ground, listening to others without judgment, as they have their own perspective, but not getting lost in listening to them. Choosing your battles wisely, but more importantly, choosing your partnerships and contracts wisely to start with, because we would be following these patterns for the next decade. We might have started new commitments even since March, more responsibilities, more clients, more contracts, which need to be re-evaluated. Are they truly the ones that you believe will fulfill you, will fill you up? Or are you doing it to make others happy? Your strength in relating to others is in the mental frequency you connect with that. It's not in doing physically all their life's work. It's in you connect at a very different, unique frequencies with others. You have a Aquarius in your house of relationship, which is all about connecting with people at a mental level. But if they are emotionally draining you, you have to find the right brain wave of connecting with the people who are at the same wavelength as you, which includes your client, which includes your audience, which includes your partners. Your partners' contracts and your partnership will always be unique, and they will always be ahead of time, and they will grow you because they are ahead of time. They are away from social norms. So the barrier to committing to what truly fulfills you is that other people think this is unique, this is weird, what she's about to do, he's about to do is too unique, it's too not normal. That is what is normal for you. Doing something which is unique in your partnerships, in your contracts, in your commitments is normal to you, because you are meant to engage with people who are ahead of time. You're meant to do the kind of contracts and projects which are ahead of time. And in this journey of backward motion of the whole set of area of our life where commitments is, you're going to find that there are certain social influences that have forced you to accept a traditional way of being which is not you. And you will ask that question from yourself: what do I want? What do I seek? What do I want from my commitments? What structure fulfills me? What brings me a sense of balance and peace versus tying me down? The answer is not to not commit, not have a job, not have a contract, not have an obligation, not have a husband, not have a wife, not have a partner, not have any obligation. The answer is to accept that your choices are unique and the structure of relating is unique, and it does not require you to overcompensate by doing everything in that relationship or trying to not show your preferences because they are so ahead of time or they're away from social norm. Third decan Leo. So 20 to 30 degree of Leo, Leo rising, sun or moon, or Leo sun who are born around 14th of August or after would feel this triple growth in the area of our partnerships the most. As they say, sometimes you are too loved to let it go. So it's the time when Guru Jupiter is sort of giving you guidance to accept what works for you and release what does not work for you. But somebody else is not going to come and tell you, somebody else is not going to do it for you. You'll have to try a different tact yourself of handling others and to decide what and who do you want to commit to. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video now. Thank you.